The look that I'm creating today, because the hair, as you can see, is pretty elaborate, the designer and I decided that the makeup shouldn't fight with the hair. And I agreed. I mean, the last thing you want to do is do a lot of hair and a lot of makeup and you end up looking like a drag queen, which is great if you want to look like a drag queen, but we weren't thinking drag queen for this show. So it's really about really beautiful glowing skin, a very, very deep, gorgeous red lip. I mean, like deep, deep, deep red lip. Lashes for emphasizing, just a simple wash of like a gunmetal and a khaki all over the lid. So it kind of gives the illusion that the lids are wet and kind of more metallic. She has this really beautiful golden undertone to her. She does have depth. She just has like a brown complexion, but she's got a lot of yellow. So I'm actually mixing our medium 4 foundation and our dark 1 foundation in the high def, just to get a really good mix for her complexion. My number one tip is start in the center of the face, not outside. Start in the center, blend out. So now I'm just doing a little bit of concealer, just where some needs it. So I'm mixing a little bit of the number 7 and the number 6 Camera Ready concealer together. And then I'm just kind of putting it where she needs a little bit more coverage. Because it's fuller coverage, you don't need this all over. You just need it where you need coverage. And that's really just the modern way to wear makeup. Now the next step I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little bit of powder just to set, and only just to set like the T-zone so that this wears all day. And then I'm gonna do brows. And brows are my thing. I'm like the brow sheriff at Smashbox. Now brows, my number 1 thing. All the brow tech colors in one little kit. You can mix them together, you can, because I use one more as a defining color and then one as a filling color if you need it. Some people don't need it, but for me, I like one to really be a little bit darker for definition. I do the darker first, and I always start at the top. And I always start where the person is more sparse, at the top of the brow. The general rule of thumb is your brow should stop on this. Lay your brush or pencil on the side of your nose. Any hairs on this side, come off. Look straight ahead. Lay it again on the side of the nose, and where your pupil is, that's where the arch starts. And then from the end of your eye and your brow and your nose again, that's where it should stop. I always go out just a little bit further though. It's called a diva brow, and I love it. Because every diva needs a good brow. I'm taking a like khaki green color and like a gunmetal, and I'm mixing them together. One of the key things that Rami wanted the eyes to appear wet without being greasy. So I just figured this would be one of those colors that kind of has an iridescence. Mixing the two would kind of give it more of an iridescence. And it's just really just a wash of that. I took dots of cream eyeliner just with the number 8 brush and dotted cream eyeliner like I was just kind of dotting in lashes. So then I took my khaki shadow and blended that over it to soften it. So by dotting it, it's not a defined line. It gives enough depth without it being a defined line. I'm doing Giselle lashes, Ardell Giselle lashes. That's what they're called, I don't know. So they're kind of like, they have a thickness at the base and they're kind of spiky. I lay them on to measure because I'm gonna have to clip them. I'm clipping off the excess. I'm actually bending because this lash is very, trying to bend the lash around the brush so that it'll lay actually across the lash line. It's a little trick. You just kind of hold it. That way it gives you that rounded shape because your eyelid is rounded. You can do the same thing. And then once you do that, they actually will bend because a lot of times they're so straight. When you go to put them on, they start to flick up on the ends, and that's the part that you don't want. You don't want the flick. Not good. Flick, not good. Now, everyone has their own way of doing it. I curl and mascara, then put the lashes on, and then mascara again, if needed. Sometimes we'll do mascara second, or just even take a brush, a mascara wand, and tissue off a lot of the excess. Just run it through so that your real lashes will bleed into the fake lashes. That's a good trick. I am a fan of the Smashbox Focal Point Mascara. It's a thickening mascara. It doesn't bleed. You have to have a good dry base to mascara. Sometimes they'll slide off if you don't use enough glue, but I always like to put the mascara on first. Helps to hold them up, because the one thing you don't want, I like to curl and put mascara on. You don't want your lashes to go straight, because then you have these fake lashes and then straight lashes. Bad. So I'm going to add lashes. You can do it one or two ways. I see some makeup artists will basically just take the little bit of glue, run it across the lash line. You don't want to overuse it, but you don't want to underuse it. One of the key things is on the, underneath on the tips this way, drag the glue down just a little bit on both sides. It stops it from lifting. That's the key. People don't like fake lashes because they lift and start to come off. If you anchor the ends, you won't have that problem. And you gotta let it dry a little bit. When I'm laying the lashes in, try to lay them right on top at the lashes, right at the lash bed. And then you're gonna press your skin and the lash up, skin down, so it kind of wedges it in there. They're like bam, ba-bam, ba-bam, like hello. Now I'm just gonna take a little just a little bit of mascara, or the mascara brush. I took a lot of the mascara off, and just bleed them, and just basically take her lashes and blend them into the false lashes. Lashes always just pull everything together. Using a little bit of wet dry powder as a contour. This look calls for a very, very severe contour. It's a really good way to give your face dimension. The quickest way to take off 10 pounds. Let me tell you, not that she needs 10 pounds taken off. But if you do, give your face a little. And I always kind of use the ear and the nose as the gauge from here to here. Straight line. So if you start here, drag forward. That's how you know where to stop and where to start and where to put it. Final step, beautiful red lips. Now for some, because her dress is more copper, has more of a copper undertone, I couldn't do a blue red. I had to do a really vibrant, more true blue red. Legendary is the color I chose for her. And it really just plays off her beautiful skin tone, gorgeous eye, and the most perfect red lip ever. This is a true red, and you really have to be a diva to pull this off. More of the blue reds, deeper reds for fall are the way you could go. Like Enchanting by Smashbox. This is actually legendary. She's gorgeous. To recap this look, it's all about red carpet glamour. That's what it is. It's very like Oscars, award nights. It's gorgeous for those like cocktails, really, really fancy cocktail dinners, anything like that. Really smoky, gorgeous, gorgeous eyes. Lashes, heavily contoured cheek, beautiful glowing cheek, skin, and the thing that really pulls it off, that succulent red lip, which is gorgeous.